Welcome everyone to America's favorite show, Student of the Game. As always, I'm your host, Cooper Billingsley, and today our show is located in the mountains of Lynchburg, Virginia, as we visit the campus of Liberty University. Last week we saw a thriller where Caleb Williams won and became a Student of the Game. This week should be no different as we welcome in guests for this week's show. Before we jump into it, let's see which sports will be represented here on campus as we meet our competitors. First, we have a multi-sport student athlete, senior Rick Weaver. Rick Weaver joins us representing both the Flames football team and the wrestling team. Welcome to the show, Rick.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Guys, doing good.
All right, awesome. All right, so before we jump into our competition today, let's help the fans get a little acquainted with you. Let's start with a couple questions. All right, let's start with the wrestling. How did you get into wrestling initially?
Wrestling was initially a sport that would help me with football, and I just stuck with it.
How would wrestling help you with football?
Staying low in your stance and staying low to attack a guy.
Okay, and that helps you on the
That
defense?
helps me with defense and wrestling.
Okay, awesome, yeah. So between football and wrestling, which sport is your favorite?
The football.
Okay, why is that?
Because I get to tackle people.
Okay,
Yeah.
You don't get to do that in wrestling?
I mean, you do, but I just don't really like wearing the singlets. It's kind of weird, a little bit.
It's a little tight.
A little bit.
Okay, moving on to football. Liberty made a big coaching change this offseason. How have you liked Jamie Chadwell and his whole staff?
Coach Chadwell is very cool. He is very chill. He tries to tell dad jokes all the time, but he needs to work on that. But yeah, he's cool. I like his staff. I like my position coach, and everything's going smooth over there.
Yeah, cool. How has it kind of differed from Coach Hugh Freeze's?
I've never had a chance to be under Coach Hugh Freeze. My first official college football coach is Coach Chadwell.
Okay, yeah, awesome, cool.
Yeah.
All right, and which position do you play, and why do you enjoy playing that position?
I play nose, zone defense. I enjoy it because I get a chance to go after the quarterback or go after somebody that has the ball.
Yeah, sick. All right, and then how well do you think you know Liberty Sports Trivia, and do you think you'll win this evening?
Let's put it this way: if God don't do it, then it just won't get done. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Rick, for helping the audience get a little more acquainted with who you are. And good luck on the trivia later. Our next athlete is right here ready to join us. But first, let's throw it to break and hear a word from our sponsors.
You are the greatest generation. You didn't start World War II, but you sure as heck finished it. And if that weren't enough, you sent a rocket 300 feet tall to the moon. Now, in your golden years, you need someone looking out for you, someone you can trust, a man who says what he does and does what he says. When you need someone to count on,
Gimme Jimmy! Gimme Jimmy!
Gimme Jimmy! Because Moxie is in such short supply these days.
Jimmy McGill, a lawyer you can trust.
This one's easy. Okay, so one day the meter reader comes by your house uninvited and gets himself a big surprise. Fluffy or Princess mauls the guy up pretty good. You're facing 3 to 5 in an orange jumpsuit. Oh, no, you aren't. Better call Saul. Remember this key phrase, that's not my tiger. Together, we'll prove the ancient truth that the best defense is a good offense. Where'd the tiger come from? The zoo. And you can bet we're gonna sue the bars off of them. What were you doing buying 80 pounds of raw meat every week? Ever hear of the Atkins diet? I'll help you get that furry friend to Texas. Snap quick, because guess what? Tigers are legal in Texas. Yeehaw! Oh, one more thing. Don't bring the tiger to the office. I don't need to see it. So, if a tiger's got you by the tail, legally speaking, better call Saul.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our next contestant we have with us today is sophomore on the Liberty baseball team, Ryan Butler. Ryan, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Great. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, it's a pleasure to have you. All right, so question number 1. Can you let us know your position, the position that you play, and how you got your start in baseball?
All right, so I'm a right-handed pitcher, and I'm a sophomore here from Roanoke, and I got started just as a younger kid. I grew up in a baseball family. Dad, as soon as I could walk, put a ball in the hands, and the rest is history from there. Just been playing ever since I was probably 2 or 3.
Yeah, sick. All right. So you're actually still in the middle of your season right now, and you even have a game tomorrow. Can you just kind of let us know how the team's doing at this moment?
We've had a tough stretch so far. Played a pretty tough schedule. Hopes are still high. Got the conference tournament coming up in a couple weeks. Just trying to keep our head down and win day by day, especially with this game coming up tomorrow. So
Cool, yeah. And who are y'all playing?
playing Old Dominion.
Old Dominion, and then, is it here?
It's here tomorrow. Yeah.
Cool, what time?
It's at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, Old Dominion, here at Liberty. All right. So I got to ask, if you were a position player, which position would you want to play and why?
Oh, I'd be a center fielder without a doubt because during batting practice, all the pitchers get to scout around the outfield and just catch the fly balls, and me and a few buddies just like to go crazy out there and make diving catches and see what we can put on the show. So definitely a center fielder, that's for sure.
Okay, that's sick, yeah. All right, so hear me out on this hypothetical. You're pitching at the end of the game with bases loaded. You're up by 1, you're up by 1 run, and you've got 2 outs, and it's a 3-2 count. What's your go-to pitch?
Then we'll go with the changeup. Hitters have struggled with my changeup before, and it seems to be my go-to pitch. Got the best feel for it, so I'd go with my changeup for sure.
Okay, gotcha. And for the audience, could you kind of explain to us what a changeup is?
So a changeup's basically it's a different grip. I hold mine with a circle change, and it's basically a movement where it runs to wherever your arm side is. So it has a little bit of drop and a little bit of run, and kind of keeps the hitter off balance. So.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. All right, and how well do you think you know Liberty Sports Trivia, and do you think you're going to win this evening?
I feel like I know a little bit, so I'm hoping I can win.
All right, yeah. Well, there we go. All right, Ryan, thanks for helping out our audience get to know you a little bit better, and good luck on our trivia later.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. All right, we've made it to the moment that everyone has been waiting for. After this commercial break, we'll be right back with Rick and Ryan, and they will compete to see who will be crowned as this week's Student of the Game. Stay tuned.
My husband and I scrimped and saved for so many years. We did our best to build a nest egg so that we wouldn't be a burden to our family. After Ronald passed, I moved to an assisted living facility, a nice place. They told me they'd take care of everything, but then one day they said all my money was gone. How could that be? Where did it all go?
If you or a loved one is a resident of a Sandpiper Crossing facility or other associated retirement community, you may be eligible to receive compensation. For a free consultation, call the law offices of Davis and Maine at 505-242-7700. That's 505-242-7700. Struggling to make it in today's fast-paced economy? Thought television advertising was too expensive for you? Well, you better think again. You can't afford not to be on TV. Look at you. You're a triple threat. Great services, great products, and most of all, that face. You're a star. Wrap it all up in your natural charisma and bam, you belong on TV. Better watch out for autograph hounds and paparazzi. And it gets better. I can have you on the air tomorrow. You heard me right. Tomorrow. Better get ready to be famous, Albuquerque. I can make you a TV star for a price you can afford. Call me, Saul Goodman. The world needs to know about you and your business. Call me now.
All right, and welcome back, everyone. We are just a few moments away from seeing who will be named this week's Student of the Game. So first, let's go over the rules of this game. There will be a question presented based on Liberty Sports Trivia. There will be no questions on either baseball, football, or wrestling. All right, so we're going to try to keep it fair here. So each contestant will be given a question with a multiple choice format. Each contestant will then write their answer on their own whiteboard, to which revealing it at the same time. All right, without anything left to be said, let's get right into it. Are you guys ready?
Absolutely.
Yep.
We got the rules down?
Yep.
We think we know how to play this? All right, here we go. Let's get started with Liberty's hockey team. All right, so Liberty's hockey team has won the ACHA National Championship for 5 straight seasons, actually being the only team at any level to do so. Wait, actually being the only team. All right, here we go. Are they D1 men's, D2 men's, D1 women's, or D2 women's? All right, y'all got your answers?
Yeah.
All right, let's see them. All right, so we got C and D.
D1 women's.
All right, contestants right here, and then we go. The answer was D, women's. All right, so Ryan, you got, or no, Rick, you got that one. So there's your first tally right there. All right, awesome. All right, question number 2. You will have a 50-50 chance on this one, okay?
Right.
So one of Liberty's 2 lacrosse teams is D1, while the other is club. Which one is D1? Men's lacrosse or women's lacrosse? All right, y'all think you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see the answers. All right, both said women's. All right, and the answer is women's. Okay, so there's another tally for both of you guys here. All right, here's our next question. Before Darius McGee, Carl Hess owned the all-time scoring record for Flames basketball. How long did he hold this record before McGee took it? Is it A, 43 seasons, B, 32 seasons, C, 25 seasons, or D, 38 seasons? This one's kind of a test. Rick, you don't look too confident on this one.
I don't know.
I think it's a look of a guess right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Y'all aren't familiar with Carl Hess?
I know Darius McGee.
Okay, there we go. All right, so the correct answer is, you guys can flip your boards around. All right, we got C from Ryan, and is that A from Rick?
A.
Okay, and the answer is A.
Bruh.
Rick with another tally right there. Nice, okay. All right, so next, when was the last time the Flames won the ASUN championship in golf? Okay, little golf question here. Was it A, 5 years ago, B, 2 years ago, C, 11 years ago, or D, a week ago? You guys play golf? Play a little bit.
Nah,
Okay.
I do putt.
But there we go. Okay, the answer. All right, let's see y'all's answers. Ryan, you put D. Rick, you put B, and the answer is D. They won it last week. All right, we're getting close, guys. It's Rick, you have 3. Ryan, you have 2. All right, the next question. What is the handle of the largest fan-led Flames Twitter account? Okay, so option A, Fan the Flames. B, Sea of Red. C, Flames Nation, or D, Liberty Sports Network. All right, you guys can flip your boards around. B and B. All right, and the answer is B. Boom, there we go. It is now 4-4. I got 4 tallies for each of y'all. All right, okay, so now it's time for our final question. In what year did Liberty become known as an NCAA Division I school? Is it A, 2008, B, 2018, C, 1988, or D, 1998? You guys don't look too confident on this one. All right, and we can reveal the boards. All right, and it is C, 1988. So Rick, you take the win right there. Rick has 5, Ryan has 4. Alrighty, so this makes Rick this week's student of the game. Congratulations, how do you feel?
I feel like a winner.
Yeah? Does it feel good to be the student of the game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Feels
You and
great.
Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams got it last week. Pretty good company, right?
Pretty good. Yeah.
Alrighty. All right, so, well, that does it for this week's episode of Student of the Game. Thanks again, Rick Weaver and Ryan Butler, for competing tonight. And once again, congrats to Rick for winning this week's Student of the Game. We traveled to Florida University for next week's episode of Student of the Game, as we can't wait to see you then. Until next week, I'm Cooper Billingsley, and this has been Student of the Game.